It's week 5 of the 2022 season, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Bears, next on Madden NFL 22.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis.
Brandon Gaudin alongside the one and only Charles Davis. And CD, lots of compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
And I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to quantify a team's performance solely by judging the numbers. But I think with these two teams, what you see is a pretty accurate representation of who they are.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. On first down, Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
To try again after the sack. Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. Give him 2 yards on that play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here's Fields.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-1 as opposed to the 2-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Jones with a carry on first down, but I don't think he even made it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense all over that one.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And it's a Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Meanwhile, Fields' throw pulled in by Robinson here. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Back to throw, Fields. Complete, Smith has it. And he will have the Bears first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. This defense for the Packers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. The give is to Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Here's Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Zach Ertz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. He was brought down by Michael Davis. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A give to Jones. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut, and he goes. That's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
7-7, our score after one. On third down, here's Jones. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. And now it's Valdez-Scantling on the end around. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Offside. Defense. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. On third down, it's Jones, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Packers have taken the lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the
And out of this offensive sales because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, Montgomery. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now it's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Fields on target to Mooney. First down, Chicago. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Out of the gun, Fields. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. And off comes to Montgomery. A great move by Montgomery. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Now a give running left with Montgomery. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Zadarius Smith, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Santos' kick is up and through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be out right at the 35. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Rodgers now on first down. He'll find Jones again, complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On second down, it's Jones. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. On play action, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Here's Rodgers to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. A 10-play drive that time. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you,
try and score when given the opportunity.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Ojemudia. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Now Rodgers dancing to his left. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a 1st down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Rodgers now on 1st down. He'll check it down, complete to Dillon. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will get the lead up to 14. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense,
as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Here's Fields.
Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And in the second quarter, it's the Vikings who are out on top. The Vikings still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they were winners in that one over the Vision.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
So here are the Packers now to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. That's going to set them back 5 yards. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. Now Crosby for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. A give. This is Montgomery. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. Running left, Montgomery. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. To throw is Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Fields. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, it's Montgomery. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Now Fields. Flushed out right. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a pickup of 6. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And this is Ertz with it, right side. That catch good for only a couple. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Preston Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now it's Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He'll dump this down to Dillon. It's complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
2nd and 5 now. Rodgers.
Open man, here is Cobb. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Matt Nagy wants the officials to take another look at them. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon.
Oh, he bowls over him. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
They'll run here with Dillon.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Again, it'll be Dillon.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now.
And did he break the plane? Yes, he did. Touchdown.
A.J. Dillon.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Packers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Crosby with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run.
Mason Crosby, kickoff for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Fields throw there taken in by Smith.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Back to throw. Fields.
Buying time to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Fields on third down.
Caught by Montgomery. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here we go on fourth down. Fields.
Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On first down, Fields.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off at the 48, the 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Throwing after the interception. Fields. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 29.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Dillon.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Second and 9.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. It's caught here by Adams. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He has a 1st down, and that catch. Will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Love with a give to Dillon.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
54 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Packers.
They'll try the left side with Dillon.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Running left is Dillon. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now a look at the backup, Jordan Love. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man left side, it's the tight end DeGuara. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down, Dillon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A shotgun snap, Fields. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Fields. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Throwing after the interception, Fields. And this will be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. Chris Barnes in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
84 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down now, Dillon. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Dillon.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly,
and the ball comes out. Love lost it, and I think the Bears have recovered. They have. Oh, Foster staying down after that last play. Let's hope he's okay. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a home date next.